welcome, 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 welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. Dino Stranavis, aka Derek, and I'm here on a Thursday to give you, of course, my 2 cents. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly, truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. There's a reason why I say each and every episode that I am truly, truly humbled to do this. Truly, truly humble. If you want to do anything else for me, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, hit the sub button if you've not subbed yet. And one more thing for me, if you want to go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week, you guys. Each and every week I do this. I do these for you. You do get some bonus stuff to this week due to the fact that we have Crown Jewel and the prediction show, which are coming up as well. They should be already out, and you should be able to partake of just the prediction show, of course. Crown Jewel I will be doing on Saturday. Now, if you don't know anything about, of course, my 2 cents, I try to grab one little particular thing from the Dirt Sheet Roundup, and I try to have an intimate conversation between me and you, or whatnot. And also, if you want to, after I've done talking or whatnot, you can hit comments in there, put your comments in, and give your 2 cents on my 2 cents. How about that? I enjoy reading each and every one of those comments, and the ones I like the most, I try to comment as well. I don't care if they're negative. I don't care if they're positive. I just enjoy reading them and giving my 2 cents on your 2 cents about the 2 cents that I just talked about. So, what I am talking about, what I particularly want to talk about, of course, is that, of course, the AEW investigation over the media scrum over that happened has ended. Now, we do know for a fact that a lot of stuff has went down, but we still don't know the tiny details and the bits and pieces other than speculations and rumors. I guarantee there are a ton of NDAs that both parties cannot talk. Now, we're just going to fast forward just for a little bit on what the investigation was about. Of course, after the media scrum where CM Punk specifically said that if you have a problem with me, come to my locker room and we can solve it. The Elite came, tried to, we don't know what happened, but there was an altercation with, of course, the Elite, with Steel and Punk. There were other people that were in the fight or in trying to break it up or whatnot. Tons of suspensions as well. We also have releases of Steel, and they're going to apparently buy out CM Punk's contract. CM Punk will no longer wrestle for AEW, or the way it's looking, may not wrestle ever again. But during his match, he did tear his tricep. Of course, leaving him out of wrestling altogether for the next 8 months anyway. But through it all, we still don't know exactly verbatim what happened. We're hearing about Lenny the dog, teeth, when they opened the door, the teeth, I'm guessing the door ran into the dog. A steel bit Kenny Omega. We also hear that Kenny Omega saved the dog by grabbing the dog. We also hearing that it was black eyes given out by CM Punk to, I think, Nick Jackson, which is one half of the Young Bucks, and and also Steel's wife was there on crutches. And also the VP of the whole federation, AEW federation, was there as well. So here's the thing. I think that they should release the entire transcript of the investigation. The reason why I think that they should release everything in the transcript is to make sure that we are coming completely clean. We're completely out of the open. We are transparent with the fans. Just just right down the middle. I think that if you are for fans or whatnot, if you're for the fans, I know you're not a publicly owned company as of right now, but if you're for the fans, you love your fans, you love the people who are riding and dying for CM Punk and riding and dying for the Elite, I think that the transcript should be out. Just a common courtesy. I mean, just for a common courtesy to learn from the mistakes of what you're doing. That is old school stuff. You should get past it. You should learn and you should grow. Now, the reason why I think that this is going to be a stepping stone to a bigger, better, and more great company is because I did a my 2 cent about where you should keep both the Young Bucks and CM Punk. Now, I may be slipping a little bit off of what I'm saying, but in order to learn from your mistakes, you do not need to keep the mistakes going. And in order for you to have a great company, you need to build with younger talent. CM Punk, of course, is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He is in my Mount Rushmore of greatest wrestlers of all time. But he is knocking on 50. I understand that he brought a lot of eyeballs to the show, including myself. He also brought $1 million gates when it came to him being in pay-per-views. He's also got them over consistently with million views on the product as well. I promise you, you have to respect Punk for doing that. But right now, you do not have CM Punk nor the Elite, and the show is still thriving. The show is really good without them. So all I can say is that, hands down, you did a great job. But I promise you, I think that in the long run, that they were going to eventually get over that hump regardless because of the product alone. The show is really good. If you've not seen AEW, and I see it in my views, I look at the views when it comes to me putting on NXT products content, or when I put in WWE content. Those two contents destroy AEW. So there's not a lot of people that do AEW, but there's enough. And all I can say is that this is going to make them a better company. And let's start with the Elite. Let's start with Kenny Omega, and let's start with the Young Bucks. You are the EVPs. If you don't know what an EVP is, that is the Executive Vice Presidents. They are very high level executives when it comes to the product itself. Now, you need to learn that if you are an EVP, that means there's still somebody above you. So if there's somebody above you, then you have to make sure that you're doing proper protocol when it comes to doing everything that what you did. Because what you did was entirely wrong. If somebody came to me and told me something or whatnot, and I'm at work, I am not going to go into that person's face to try to start some type of issue. Not going to do it. Number one, I'm too grown for that. And number two, there's proper people to go and talk to to see exactly what the issue is. Y'all have been in the same locker room for almost a year, and you're telling me that y'all could not squash all of this that y'all had to make great product. Y'all could have destroyed WWE with all of these crazy real life scenarios, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen. So with that out of the way, you, the elite, can truly be humbled. The elite can truly learn from the mistakes that they have done. I don't even think they're done with their EVP roles. So I know for a fact that Tony Khan is still listening to Kenny Omega. He's still learning he's still talking to the Young Bucks, because Kenny Omega, I think, is still over the women's division. So all I can say is that learn from it, be a better, not a better wrestler, and not even a better EVP, but a better person. Because honestly, you could have been fired just like CM Punk and Ace Steel. You could have been fired. So truly learn from what's going on. Now, let's go to the Ace Steel side. Well, not the Ace Steel, but let's go to the CM Punk side. I think it's better for CM Punk to leave. I think it's best for business for him to leave. He has lost a lot of support in that locker room, and the way it's looking that now, since we do have established now leaders in the locker room with John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and Chris Jericho, I think that we now can have a coexisting and a family style locker room without CM Punk. Now, here's the thing. Let's get a little deeper into it. When you have some type of figure that has been in the company for 20 plus years, even 30 plus with Chris Jericho, you will learn a lot of stuff, especially when you were in the locker room in the WWE, when the leader was, of course, The Undertaker. You take a lot in, and I think with Chris Jericho being one of those leaders that was in the WWE and got that extension with AEW, that is a great step in the direction where we are now not hearing a lot of drama from, the situations we used to hear on a regular basis. Now, you are going to have some people in that locker room like Andrade, who truly wants to go back to the WWE and will do anything by any means necessary. You're also going to have the hotheads like Eddie Kingston, and you're going to have the common douchebags like Sammy Guevara. That's how family works. You're going to have different people. Every snowflake is different for a reason. And that's why every person will have their own different personalities. That's why you need leaders that have been in locker rooms longer than 2 to 10 years to actually do this. CM Punk is a loner. CM Punk doesn't like to talk to people. CM Punk wants to stay in his own lane. And when he's not in his own lane, then we have these issues where some people are not feeling him. Now, I personally think, this is just my opinion, I think the CM Punk, I think the Elite didn't like CM Punk due to the fact that of what happened in the old times, which he wasn't at fault with. He was the voice of the voiceless. He is a very common person when it comes to everything. But and I say this again, I truly hate that this happened. I truly hate it. Even if we found out that CM Punk probably will not wrestle again, it truly sucks that 4 grown people could not sit down and voice their opinions without having an altercation. It truly sucks. It truly sucks. But I think that this momentum that we have now, the momentum with having three really great veterans, including your champion who everybody talks to, and also Chris Jericho being one of the stables that started AEW, and with Bryan Danielson, who has, was really close with Vince McMahon and Triple H and John Cena, all those people, he was in that locker room. So he knows a lot. These people know a lot. With those three people combined, that's over 50 years, 50 to 60 years of experience when it comes to wrestling. So, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm wrong? You think I'm right? I mean, like, share, and subscribe, of course. But in the comments, let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong. I might be. I don't know. This is just my 2 cents, and I just want to let y'all know that, So, Saturday, you will, of course, have the Crown Jewel. If it hasn't been canceled, you will have Crown Jewel for of course, Saturday. Also, Friday, you will have. I forgot to say Shibata. Shibata is going to face Orange Cassidy on Friday. I think that's going to be the main event, as a matter of fact. I forgot to say that on Wednesday's Dynamite show. I do apologize. But yeah, you do have that as well. And of course, SmackDown, that's the go home show, the official go home show for Crown Jewel. So I love y'all so much once again. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.